Hey everybody, thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm walking back to my seat right here and sit down. Don't be alarmed by the red hair. That was an issue that we'll discuss on another video. We're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac today. And we're talking about season 5, episode 15. And the episode started out, the women are getting ready to go to Portugal. Ashley's doing baby yoga with baby Dean. Gizelle is packing. She calls Jaml. Goes straight to voicemail. Wendy and RHOP are on the phone pretty much saying that, hey, Monique has filed counter charges against Candace. And then they pretty much were saying that they side with Candace, which we already knew that. Monique and Karen do have a meeting. And Karen tells Monique that Ashley did invite them all to go on a girls trip. You know, of course she can't go. Monique was like, hey, that's cool. I got other shit that I got to do anyway. So y'all go ahead and handle that. You know. But Karen did tell her that Ashley wanted her to go. She did want her to go. So I'm sure behind the scenes, Karen gave her the real as far as, hey, Gizelle pretty much bullied Ashley into this going the way that it went because she's like, nobody else was gonna go. I'm pretty sure Karen let her know that after the fact. Ashley and Michael playing with the baby. They were talking about the trip, getting ready for the trip. What's going to be Michael's responsibilities while Ashley was gone. How everything was going to work. They were trying to nail down their plan as far as that goes, because Eve is going to help out while Ashley is gone. So Monique asked Ashley to write a statement about the incident that happened at Candace's house with Candace and the knife to submit on her behalf to the courts. And Ashley does do it, and Ashley says that she does it because that Monique and Chris were very supportive when everything happened with Michael last season and the grabbing of the ass situation. So, you know, they said that they were very supportive. So Ashley was like, she didn't pretty much mind writing a statement because at the end of the day, she was telling the truth in reference to what happened. So, you know, that's what she was doing. Now, one of the trip that Karen and Wendy was sitting next to each other on the plane, it would have been nice if they could have had a little hot or whatever before they actually got onto the trip. Now, they get off the plane. Did y'all see Gizelle hair fly? Did you see Gizelle hair fly off her head? So, that was a little kiki. Ashley tries to speak Portuguese to the guy that was greeting them, and she messed that all up. But give it to Miss Wendy with her 4 degrees, girl. She was able to communicate in their language to say hello or welcome or whatever it is that she said. I forgot off the top of my head, but yay for you. We glad those 4 degrees are working because you sure bring them up enough. You really do. So we glad to see that you do have some knowledge of other things. The rooms are very nice. All the ladies are very pleased with their room situation, which is great because, as you guys know, it's a Housewives theme that everybody always wants the best room no matter when they go on cash trips. So I'm glad on this one Ashley did it right, did it nice. Everybody has a good room. Everybody is happy in reference to that. Everybody getting settled on in, talking with the families, calling home, hey, we made it, okay. You know. Karen talked to Ray for a brief second, and Wendy talked to her kids, and Ashley talked to Michael and them, and everything was everything. So that was nice. And Jaml and Gizelle on their phone call. So she did a FaceTime and she's showing him off of the balcony at night. Okay. He like, I can't see this shit. I can't see it. I don't know. You're going to have to show me this in the daytime. She says she just wanted to let him know that she was living large and in charge. And he said that he was living medium to small. So I thought that was a little kiki. But look, Karen said, I'm not getting drunk around these hoes. I'm not getting drunk around these hoes no more because y'all like to run the tail at. Y'all like to run the tail at. So I'm not with it. Karen drunk milk. But I actually ended up looking at Watch What Happened Live. And Karen had said that she ended up having colitis. I think that's what she said she ended up having. She actually had colitis, so she had to be treated for that when she ended up getting back home. So, but I still feel like Karen had the milk because Karen like, look, I'm not trying to get toe down all early and end up saying something that I shouldn't say and then it come back and bite me. I'm not with it. I ain't trying to do that because y'all play too many games. Wendy brings up the degrees again. With the story about her dad and him working at Wendy's, and he was so happy to get a promotion to make it to manager that he decided that he wanted to say thank you to America so much for the opportunities that he decided to name his daughter Wendy. Okay, Wendy, we're gonna keep on moving because see, you always just got so much extra. It just gotta be so much extra with you. You got the 4 degrees. That is great. That is an excellent accomplishment. A lot of people don't have what you have. But you're tacky. You're very tacky because you constantly have to bring it up. The fact that you have those 4 degrees. But you want to say that is not who you are. You make it who you are because you let us know about the 4 degrees more than you let us know about anything else. We got it. You got 4 degrees. PhD. We got it. You talk on the news sometimes. You know. You're a commentator. We got it. You teach at Johns Hopkins. Sometimes. We got it. You're a very accomplished woman. We have it. We have it. You don't need to keep telling us that. So that's why don't nobody like you. Because you seem cocky and you seem like you're bragging. Stop it. Just stop it. Learn how to get along with people just for the sake of getting along with people. Don't talk at people. Don't talk down to people. Just talk to people as if they're people. See, that's what you need to get. That's what you need to get. And maybe more people are like you. I mean, because I like you one minute when I see you in the churn and you're doing your family thing. I start liking you. And then you get into this person. And I don't like you all over again. Just calm down. Give us one Wendy. Give us one Wendy. But I'm going to move on from that because I feel like I have already given that way much more time than I had planned on giving it. So Gizelle and Ashley are talking about Ashley's marriage. And Robin ends up telling Ashley to hold Michael accountable. Pretty much don't let him skate off from this. Don't feel guilt because you had a baby and your body is changing. You know, he can act like a husband regardless to what's going on with you at the moment, because I mean, recouping from childbirth is a temporary thing. You know, the hurt you put on a marriage by stepping out, that's more of a permanent thing. So that's what I believe that Robin was speaking of when she was like, hold Michael accountable. Don't take all of his weight. Don't take that onto yourself, putting that on yourself. That's what he did, you know. And it's okay to hold him accountable for what he has done. Karen says Gizelle is always alone, so she feels like Jaml is not supporting her at home. When she's doing things and having things and going places, he's not there. Which, she ain't never lied. He's not there. And I've been said, as much as she want to be in somebody else's business all the time and in somebody else's relationship, they need to ask her about hers. What's going on with yours? What's going on with Jaml? I mean, that was a fast statement to me. I feel like that was so super fast. And I feel like she got super offended by it. But why did you get so offended, Gizelle? Why? Because you know she was talking the truth. You know she was telling the truth. So that's why you got mad. Because he is ghost. He is ghost. He doing extra shit. So he don't have time just for you. He don't. She said he live in you know, different state, which he does. You knew that getting into it. He knew that getting into it. I would love to know what is the long-term plan though. Like, are you guys going to continue to be states apart? Or are you and the kids going to move down to Atlanta? Or is he going to possibly come on back? You know, I would love to know the answer to that. Gizelle didn't like it at all though. Like I said. And she said that they don't need to see him. And she told him to move the fuck on. She was hot about that thing. Karen struck a nerve for real with her. Karen struck a real nerve. But like I said, I felt like what Karen said was very fair, because I feel like they need to hold Gizelle accountable. She is calling herself holding everybody else accountable and running around and twisting lies and making rules and doing this and doing that. So I know you're going to let them hold you accountable for what you say. You said that's your man. We trying to see. We trying to see that that's your man. So when Robin goes up to her room, because Robin did agree with Karen, and she said that, you know, she felt like that Jaml could be around a little bit more, and if this is a person that you planning to share your life with, then they should be around. They should get to know your friends and whatever. Gizelle didn't like that at all. So when Robin went to Gizelle's room to talk about it, she told her, like, look here, girl, you can tell me that one-on-one. I can receive that from you one-on-one. But don't do that. Don't do that in front of everybody. She was hot about that thing. She was hot. I said, okay. So it's 7 o'clock and Ashley is calling Michael. No, yeah, Ashley called Michael. That's what I'm assuming she called at first. She called Michael. She didn't get an answer. She ended up calling Eve. She wanted to know, was Michael home? He was not home yet, but it was 7-11. And then Michael said that he actually had told Ashley that he wasn't getting off until 7 o'clock. So I feel like 7-11 is like within a good range. But I can understand that Ashley is going through her own issues right now. She's dealing with the postpartum. She's trying to deal with the fact that he's cheating. I don't give a daggone what did she say. That's crossed her mind. That's crossed her mind. The fact that he cheated last time you left, and then now you're leaving again, and now he's not answering the phone. He's supposed to be at home. He's not at home. So it's causing you to overreact because it's really just 7-11. It's not as if it's 11:07 and he hadn't came home. You know? So, but I still feel like it is understandable because I feel like Michael put himself and put their marriage in the situation that they're in. If he wouldn't have done what he did, not just this season, last season, if you just wouldn't do the shit that you do, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. Her feeling that way. He got pissed. He hung up in her face and shit. But it did show that he had called, left her a voice message later on. So Ashley meditating on the balcony while she's pumping her breast, and she has to tell herself that she's going to see Dean soon. I thought that was sad because Ashley's really having a hard time. But a couple of rooms over, here go Candace with her sticky notes. She got the right sticky notes. Lord, I'm so sick of her child. I'm so sick of her ass. Her and her damn sticky notes and her damn wigs and her nasty ass attitude. All of it. All of it. And it's crazy because I really had liked Candace. I really liked Candace before. But now I just can't stand her ass. She just really get on my nerves. Ashley and Karen was sitting them down talking about the dinner that they had. They had went crazy with the whole debacle between Karen and Gizelle and Jaml and not being around, and then Wendy and bringing up Karen said about her 4 degrees and she's belittling it. You know, it's just too much. She's apologized to you, woman. Like, move on. Please move on. But they had a flashback of Gizelle when she was talking all that crap about Karen. You know what I'm saying? When Karen was going through all that she went through, you know. So then Gizelle says that she is in the van. They going out for the day or whatever. Gizelle says she has spoke with Jaml and the kids. She made sure she let everybody know it was Jaml and the kids. So we glad that she spoke to Jaml and the kids. That was nice. All right. Ashley tells the ladies that she had a rough night though because she was pretty much missing the baby. And I mean, I feel like Ashley's doing good because she's really having a hard time with her postpartum depression. You know, so I feel like she is doing well. She, you know, she's doing the best that she can do. And hopefully it just keeps moving on, going in the right direction. And I'm sure that it will. I'm sure that it will. So the ladies did a sky ride over the city and they all enjoyed it. And in Wendy's car, what was she talking about again? Karen, 4 degrees. It's like, oh my God, lady, you just never stop. You know? You just never freaking stop. But, okay, let's get into Robin's comments. When she was pretty much saying that that men cheat when they have new babies and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna act like I haven't heard plenty of stories of men cheating on their women, especially when they're late in pregnancy or just had the baby within their 6-week period. Well, now they do 4 weeks, but within their their period of not of being on restriction. You know, men. I have heard of a lot of men that cheated. That does not make it okay. That does not make it acceptable. They shouldn't be doing that. I mean, at the end of the day, you can hold yourself off. You know, you can hold yourself off for a little bit of time while your woman's body is healing from having your kid. You know. So, hey, Wendy is just, you know, all this, she's had enough occurring and this, that, and the third. Like, man, then stop talking about it. Move on. Try to move on. If you truly are tired of constantly going back and forth with Karen and all of these things, then just move on. Stop bringing it up. That's the first step in moving on. Stop bringing it up. I mean, everybody heard you. Everybody's heard all of your points. You know, I mean, the lady has apologized to you. Then she says Karen needs to worry about not the type of doctor that she is, but the type of doctor that she is not. You know, she just keep on throwing jabs. Just keep on throwing jabs. Karen still wasn't drinking. But like I said, when I did see on Watch What Happened Live, she did say that she was actually having stomach issues for real. So that's why she wasn't drinking. It really didn't have nothing to do with I'm thinking that she just didn't want to get drunk and say the wrong shit. That's just how I feel about it. And I mean, I heard what she said, and I love her, but I still think she won't try to get drunk and say the wrong thing in front of them no more. Karen, that's not gonna happen no more with her. Let's see. Oh, I made another note about Wendy and her damn sob stories. She just get on my nerves because you want to unbutton. You just told us about your daddy and then the position at Wendy's and named after Wendy, and then you got to say when you was getting your degrees and you know your 170-page dissertation and this and that and third. I mean, who cares? Like, nobody cares. That's the part that you're missing. That's your struggle. So that's important to you because that's what happened to you. You know, while it's nice to hear sometimes, and what I mean by nice to hear sometimes is when somebody's asking you about your story or your background, then that's the time when you throw stuff like that in. You understand what I'm saying? Just not in no regular conversation. So what that you was heavily pregnant or doing this or doing that when you was preparing for your dissertation? So what? You chose to do that. That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to get your degrees. Your degree, whichever one you were working on at the time. You wanted to do that while you were pregnant. That's your choice. And there's nothing wrong with that choice. And I'm glad you did that. But at the same time, don't nobody owe you nothing because you chose to do that for yourself. Don't nobody owe you nothing. You did that and okay. Okay. A whole lot of people do a whole lot of things. Trust me when I tell you, a whole lot of people do a whole lot of things. And they do it in situations where the average person would fall. So I get it. I do get it. However, you're not the only one. That's great you did it, but you're not the only one. You're far from special because you chose to do that. So I don't understand why you keep just throwing that up like that is everything. It's not. And you sound stupid. Keep saying it over and over again. Girl, please. Get another fucking wig. Do that. Now, so Karen had called Gizelle Satan because Gizelle had said that Karen wasn't open. She hadn't been open with them when she was going through the issues that she was going through. And Karen was like, why would I? Why would I be open with you? You're a Satan. I said, okay, Karen. Karen is not having none of it. She's not having none of it. And to say to Gizelle to open up or shut up, I think that was a very fair statement. I think that was very fair. Open up or shut up. It's not too much to that. Y'all on a reality show. You want to hold everybody else accountable for their life decisions, life choices that they're making, and you want to make sure you put everybody's business out there in front of that camera. But you don't want to put all your business out there in front of that camera. You got the weakest storyline this year. I mean, keeping it real. You got the weakest storyline this year. Robin ain't far from you, but, you know, and thank God Monique punched Candace in the head 3 times, or she wouldn't have a fucking storyline either. So, thank God for that. But you just say you don't have anything going on except for Karen the mess. We need you to get something else going on. Karen said that Jaml lives in her phone. Karen is not playing. Jaml lives in the phone. But did you peep Candace when Candace had repeated it though? She repeated it. I said, still want to be messy. And Karen said, yes, he lives in the phone, not here. I said, all right, Karen. Do that. That sums up what I thought about the episode. And I want to ask you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, leave me a comment, even if it's just to say hey, and also just to wrap this up in a bow, I want to just say this. So I was about to laugh, say I didn't want to gossip, but yes I am, because I saw this on online tonight. I can't remember exactly where. I think it was his name Up and Downs or something like that. But anyways, I saw he was reporting online that he had a source at Bravo, pretty much, and they said that one of Candace and Monique they're gonna get rid of, which we figured that anyway. So that's no tea, Kamisha. I know that's no tea. That's not what I'm talking about, though. What I'm talking about is the fact that I think it's going to be Candace. They think it's going to be Candace because they say Candace's behavior has been out of control. She had the altercation with Monique. Then she's going to have another altercation this season at Ramon's engagement party. So she's going to have that altercation. The husbands got involved because that was what Ashley and her husband. So the husbands get involved with that. She has had homophobic tweets that had surfaced, and she also has said something about some negative shit about the guy from the socialites, from the black socialites that passed. I don't even want to say his name wrong, but I want to say his name was Kyle, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But either way, he was from the black socialites. And I remember I had saw Candace live where she was talking all this shit about him, a video or whatever it was. I had ended up seeing it online for myself, where she was saying that she wish the man would die and all this, when it's his fat ass that's gonna die and all this and all that. It's all about fat around his height. Just real mean stuff. And then true enough, I know she ain't know that he was gonna die that quick. But what she did know, let's keep it clear. What she did know from my understanding, is the fact that he was in renal disease, end stage renal disease. Okay, she did know that, so she know that he was on dialysis. So she knew that he was. I don't want to use the word on borrowed time, but I'm gonna use the word on borrowed time. You know what I'm saying?